Hello and good evening everybody, welcome back to 7th Gear Racing. Tonight it is Tier 2 and as you can see we are at España and looking forward to a good race. Should be another close one. Who is out first? I think it was a Haas of Scotty who's actually observing from Tier 3 tonight. How are we doing? That flasher Tier 3 last week. Oh, what's happening in the background there? Someone. Like he's spun off. It was Muddy Warrior, who is actually fine defender to start a different account tonight. Lots of early action. Lots of cars going out straight away. Is that Ferrari spun off as well? Is it a bio? It is bio. He's lost his wig on his outlap. How has he done that? We'll come back in, but we'll go back to Scotty because he's going to be the first one to sell a lap tonight. Hopefully. So last week was won by Mr. Hasbo at Azerbaijan, which was quite a good race until the end. Like final 6 laps. That got a bit chaotic to say the least. It was won by Hasbo, who is a very much a title contender this season. Killer Miller was second and Kays was third, but Kays not racing tonight. He's got internet problems. So unfortunate for him. I think Killer Miller. I'm sure he says stuff to me in the chat. I don't know if he's on his wheel tonight, so we'll see how he does. So he's got it out. Just a little bit out of shape, and Winnitz has lost it in the exit. Turn 3, or should I say exit of turn 3, sorry. No pole for Winnitz this week, it was pole last week. So Scotty did a 1:18.7, which was immediately beaten by Joel and Muddy Warrior. 17.0 is your provisional pole time. Joel, look out for him tonight. He's 2 out of 2 at Spain in 7 out, including that famous Tier 1 victory a season or 2 ago. Sorry, I think Winnitz actually holds the pole record, so he won't be able to beat his own time, which is a 17.2, which has already been beaten by Fine Defender. See, probably into the 16s, I'd imagine. That's Killer Miller. As I said, he might be on his wheel tonight, and has done a crash in sector 1. Matt Fedge goes in on the mediums P7, Finley as well on the mediums. Made a mistake, but I think he avoided Winnitz. Crashed earlier on. So the next Haas crossed the line, that's Podgy Porter. He invalidated. So it is. Eric goes P3 as well, so decent lap there. So Joel, did he go for 101? He has. I think he may have backed out and geared up for this lap. So Red Bull next, is that Paul? Nope, it is Rhino. And I was about to say his qualifying form has been quite good recently, and he goes into the 16s, and we lose Matt Veg as well, and that's up the hill going into the sector 2, which I think we'll see a lot of car spin there. That is the most common place to spin this track. very tricky traction zone just to lose the rear end so easily. So let's find out who will be next. It is Finley. He's done another lap and he goes into P9, improves his time. Not difficult when you're set at 1:37. So much important to get a lap at this time. You know, he's validated once again. Go over. Cheery laps on these softs because they will not last very long around here. Tyre temp is very high at this track. The sign now is that was Holy. He goes into V6. And Red Bull's at Paul. No, it is Rhino. Is he going for another? No, he's come in. So we'll find someone doing on board with next time. Eric may have impeded Finley there if he is on a hot lap, maybe. So a bit of traffic coming through. That is Bio. His way through the traffic as well. Paul's behind Eric now. Is he on a hot lap also? He's on a bad day, so maybe not. There's a lot of traffic here. Sector 3, Lenny on an out lap. Podgy's on a hot lap here. It's a little mistake on the exit. Someone moved up the order there, not too sure that was. Podgy Porter going to set his first valid time of the night. That's P11 for Podgy. Let's do it. No. Gamer is next. About to say let's do it on board with him, but he's just coming around to set his first time, and that's P12, 18.7 for him. Let's do a Killer Miller on that board then. See if he's on the wheel or not. Pressure. Looks like he's on the wheel, doesn't it? He normally races, yes, a wheel and a pad, but I think he normally races on the pad. Rhino just come out the pits ahead of him. Gets out of the way. Lots of traffic once again in sector 3. So this is where Matt Veg spun. See a few cars spin up here tonight. It's so easy. And you see actually Killer invalidated on side curb there, so still not got a time on the board. Toe also not got a time. Dan's has invalidated. So see a 3 tonight as well. Toe goes in with a 70.7 into the top 10. Man. Hasbro is back out. Currently in P6. Next, Rhino's starting a lap, I think, yep. And then the other Alfa Romeo Killer Miller, is he gonna go again? He is. So Scotty is next across the line. Let's see what he can do. He's 5 tenths up, currently down in P16. So we'll move him up to P10. Too bad. Lenny is next. This looks like a good lap. Yes, P7 for Lenny. Decent time there. So who is next? Let's do an on board with Ward now starting his lap. Good evening, Mikey. How are you, sir? Scotty is so stinky on this track, he says, but P11 at the minute. Second off the pace to Rhino's time, but you are a tier 3 driver, so there we go. Rhino improves timing further. 16.7, sorry. So let's see if Vaughan is going to improve this. He's 3/10 up, so this should put him in the mix for around P4. Bio went P3 though, I didn't see that. Good lap there from Bio. Let's see if his teammate Vaughan can join in. So tidy last sector, and it's going to be a 16.9 second man into the 16s, and it goes P2. Very decent lap there from Vaughan. Joel, let's come out again on these tyres. Looks like he may have validated his last one, or did not improve. So 2 Red Bulls are next on track. Rhino's going to come in, which he is. So Paul will be next. He's 3/10 up. Let's see if he can get himself in the top 10. Lots of people in the 17s. On his brand new wheel tonight as well. It's Master TX, good choice. And he is, so he does improve to P13, 18.1. So let's check in on Joel, see if he's got to improve this one. Looks like he's actually on a cooldown lap. And getting one out of the way of Fryer behind, which is Vaughan. Let's see if Vaughan gone for another one. Nope, he's coming. Miller was that coming last corner. Nope, that was our defender starting a lap. So maybe Finley. No, he is coming as well, I believe. Yep. We'll see what Fine Fender can do. Currently down first sector. Currently in P3, so he's got to find 3/10 or somewhere to regional pole. Still plenty of time left in the session before. 35 minutes to get 2 laps in, at the very least. That was a good second set that he's 10th and a bit up. So could regain his P2 spot. Let's see what he does. Oh, it's a provisional pole. He's found the time somewhere in that last sector. 16.6. Good lap. So the 2 Hasses are next. Both on the out lap sheet. So we'll have to go back to Alpine. Is that Fusion Gamer? It is, and he's 2/10 up. Was the pole master last season in Tier 3. Now he's in a better company. Can only manage P12 at the minute. Next to Ferrari, that Bio did not improve. That's Poldy starting a lap. Lenny is next, but it looks like he's on a cool down lap potentially. Nope. Is going to improve very, very slightly. Move him up the order. Take him in last start. Another lap. Anybody will go for another one? No, we did not. the last couple of laps for these guys now. Scotty is next across the line then. Let's see if he can get into the top 10 in Tier 2 company. Jumps Fusion Game up to P12. Coming in. So a lot of people on that coming down. Poli is 4 tenths up and he's now coming to Elijah Kane. Let's see if this is any good. Potential into the 16s. Oh, just misses out on the 16s, but good lap nonetheless. It's P5 Poli. That is him done, I think. Slowing down. Lots of cars here in Sector 2. Need to give himself some room. He has finished his qualifying, he's coming in, so Toe is next. Rhino has did have the same pace as Winnets, so no pole for Rhino. Toe does improve, he's currently in P10. Ferrari next. That was now I think. Lots of traffic here in Sector 3 of two Mercedes next both on our lap. Right behind them is a Haas. Scotty probably just started that. Prodigy Porter now coming round, currently down P18. Does not improve again. Red Bull Pool starting now. So final lap for these guys now. No improvement from Hasbo, he's geared up for another one. And man, also not improving. In a minute, just about getting around in time. 20 seconds spare. And who is that spinning off? That is Toe. Maybe just making sure he's out of the way. Taking the rally course. He's a good decision here, and he does get out of the way now. So. Fusion Gamer did not get round in time, so it is 2 Mercedes next. First will be Joel, as I said earlier, 2 out of 2 here in Spain. See if we can get his Mercedes up there. Eric has supported his lap. It is P4 for Joel. What about Prodigy Porter? Did not improve again, or was that Scotty? Sorry, Scotty did not improve. Paul then. P15, this looks like a good one. Perfect. P11. That is where you want to start. Finley can't improve. Hasbo couldn't improve. Toe, we saw in the rally course earlier, so he's not going to improve. Killer Miller down 16th. There we go. It's 4 tenths up, but he's invalidated. And then Prodigy Porter will be the last one, but also he's invalidated. So. No late drama. In qualifying, so let's find out. I think that is Fine Defender's first pole position. Could be wrong though. Yes, that is Fine Defender's first pole here in 7GR, so congratulations. There we go, here is the little grid order for Spain. Muddy Warrior, aka Fine Defender, first pole position in 7GR. Rhino P2, Vaughan P3, Joel P4, Bio P5, Poli in P6, Eric P7, Hasbo P8, Lenny, so round up top 10. Paul in the perfect position. We'll start on a medium strategy if he wishes. Finley, Dan, Scotty is next. Fusion Gamer, P15, Killer Miller, Matt Veg, who retired early on. Podgy Porter, and also Winnets, who retired early on as well. So while I wait for the race to start, I'll be back in 2 seconds. Right then, let's have a look at strategies. So, bottom 10, as you would imagine, we have Podgy and Matt Stipe on the hard tyres. It is normally a 2-stop round Spain, or the 1 stop if you use the hard tyres. As on most tracks you can do a soft medium, but it won't be very good. You lose too much time. As we see, we've had a bit of a lag. Actually, it's not too bad during the race. We shall see. There's already a gap here. I don't know if Podgy had a little mistake. Let's catch the pack up. Oh, someone spun off. That was Dan's. He's P13, but he's at the Back over there is your pit stop strategy, so 14 to 16 laps. Mediums last, so about half the race. And I would imagine Sauce will last about 8, let's say 8 or 9 laps. Maybe a bit less. So here we go, lining up now for round 2. Fresh predicting the Joel victory, making a hat-trick of Spain wins. I don't know, I can never call the tier 2 grid. Very competitive. So here we go then, we have 5 red lights and away we go for the Spanish Grand Prix. It's a good getaway from Muddy Warrior, but Rhino has got an even better one. He's going to get him into turn 1 down the inside. There's a bit of hustle and bustle at the back there. The Mercedes, I think of Eric and Hasbo. So Vaughan up to P3 by following them through side by side with Joel. Joel has the inside line and it should take that position back. There's a yellow flag at the back. That's Matt Fedge having that one incident. Or spinning maybe. Also Scotty has spun around. Maybe a bit of contact there, but Rhino is your winner. Some Muddy Warrior, Vaughan, Joel, Bio, Hasbo up a couple of places in the P6. His teammate right behind him, Poldy. Eric down a few places, down P8, Toe and Lenny, all as he were. Game at Downs, Finley making a move here, down the inside he goes. Nice move if he manages to hold. He's got the inside line once again. Contact on the exit, and who was that? Gamer or was that Downs? It was Downs he was battling. So Finley again in the battle. Killer Miller side by side to go, and the Haas of Podgy. Opportunities move. Where are they at? There we go. Also, when it was getting involved, trying to take advantage of all the scrapping ahead. Joel overtakes Vaughan for P3, and also Bio up to P5 now with Hasbo. Battle going on up there. So to the front, Rhino needs some Muddy. I'm just going to put you Muddy Warrior from now. Keep changing every time I go back. Joel, and we have lost Finley. That could be our first safety car, but it's just a virtual safety car, so catch that, Scotty. So again, we've seen 3 people crash at that corner. So the front 2 were slightly getting away from Joel. We'll see what the gap is when the VSE comes in. So here we go, Scotty gets a try through. His race is pretty much done now, and there's another safety car comes up, so DRS is enabled. So we have potential DRS train all the way down to P9 as we lose Killer Miller on the final corner. So he is on his wheel, so probably surprising for himself. Said he needs a lot more practice, but Rhino getting away. 2 seconds is the gap. Muddy Warrior falling back a bit into Joel, Vaughan, Bio, Hasbo, Poldy, Eric in this. Does Eric have a drive for it? He does. Eric got a drive through as well. Too fast. VSC. Oh, and Rhino has binned it, and it's a full DNF from the lead. 2 seconds. Seems a theme with Rhino. He's got the pace, but he just can't finish a race. So, Muddy Warrior back in the lead of this race now. As another VSC comes out. We use 3 drivers on the third lap, and now a few guys taking advantage. Hasbo and Bio. So Lenny coming into the pits. Choose tires. Will they go for Haas or will they go for the mediums? The mediums are Bio. Mediums for Hasbo. Lenny, has he gone the medium as well? He has. So lap 4, 2 VSCs already, and there we go, back underway. The rest will be enabled straight away here. We'll see any moves straight away. Eric going for the move. He's got that drive through the serve, of course, though, so Polly won't put up too much of a fight. Or at least I wouldn't. But he does manage to hold it around the outside and then the inside. Decent race in there. See if Eric comes in for his drive through. Which he does. So out for the lead. Can Joel close that gap with the DRS? No move there. So getting very close to Polly. He's having a decent race up to P5 now from P10. Race way down in P14. So front 3 away from the field, and that's another one gone at that corner, and that is Podgy Porter this time. Making a mistake. Manages to keep going, don't know if he's got damage. It's like just a spin for Podgy. That edge into the top 10 now. After turn 1 incident. So here we go for the DRS once again. Joel got a full tank of DRS to burn. So has Vaughn. Merge around the last corner. Joel probably a bit too far away to make a move here. But it is quite a long straight. As we have Poldy now pitting. Joel close enough. What about Paul on the back of toe? Here he comes on the mediums. Goes down the inside. Gets the move done. And now P4 for Paul. Good drive there. As we saw someone spin in the background. It's Fusion Gamer, who was having a decent race. Looks like no damage though. Through the field here as well. Toe, is that still battling away with Paul? So soft runs will be coming in very shortly. See if Vaughn or Joel may go for the undercut, or will they go for the mediums, or will they go for the halves? Muddy Warrior covers himself. He's going to blink first and go in. So no undercut for Joel or Vaughn. So Muddy Warrior needs to come out for that big line of traffic, which I think he may come out right in the middle of it. Let's try and see what's going on. have fire closing in on Matt Veg. And there's Muddy Warrior, so he's going to be caught up in all this traffic while trying to stay ahead of Joel and Vaughan at the front. Phantom yellow flag, and what's going on there? Hopefully not a repeat of last night. We had a constant yellow flag and the sixth guy just kept coming out for no reason. So here comes Muddy Warrior. He's got that veg on the hard tire as well, so it's going to be held up even more. I'll come back to this in a second. Let's be Eric spinning off here and actually get a 10-second time penalty for seeing track limits. So Joel and Vaughan, and they're going to pit now. Here comes Joel, and Vaughan is going to stay out another lap, and Eric retires from the session. No safety car for that one. So ongoing to mediums for Joel. Take lead of this race, so Paul up to second, Toe stretching his softs out as well. Here comes Muddy Warrior making that move, maybe. He's ahead of Joel, so that's one of them. Now he is getting really held up by Matt Veg here. Not too much going on. Lenny pitted under his BSD, so he should gain a advantage when the other guys do. So leader Vaughan now should come in the pit side. Imagine Wittes gets past Downs. Downs having a good race by the way, P5 currently, so Vaughan comes in for his pit stop, so that means Paul will be our new race leader. Will Toe come in as well? Nope, he's staying on another lap, so he's going to do a big stint on these softs. Go medium minutes of P4 now, so where is Muddy Warrior? He's making a move on Matt Veg down the DRS straight there. And is he ahead of Vaughan? Yes he is. Where is Vaughan now? Coming out the pit, so despite being held up, it was a good overcut. There we go, he just covered himself off. He was the leader of the race. Now it is Joel who's going to be held up by Matt Veg. And Joel going for the move. On the inside he goes, wasting no time. He won't maybe held up too much. Has to get that move done. So Vaughan actually losing a lot of time by staying out later on those softs. Tightly bunched up here as well, so that's good to see. So I think Fine Defender still your net P1. Toe has stayed out another lap, so he's going to try the soft medium maybe. One stop. So Muddy Warrior going at it. So now with Joel to close that gap now as well that he lost behind Matt Veg, and look how far Vaughan. Oh, there we go. Podge Porter's lost it up the hill, and this could be a safety car, and this could be perfect for Toe, and it is. use safety car. So token, get rid of those tyres now. Staying out that extra 3 or 4 laps. Now working in his favour. He's slowed down quite a lot. Let's get a move on, was that? Too much time, but most drivers stay out now. Fusion Gamers stayed out as well, and win it. It's all on 10 lap old mediums. Quite surprised they're stayed out on those. Veg also staying out. Those 10 old hards. Mediums. 22 laps. So no one, looks like no one actually going to the end on these tyres. Scotty comes in from a set of mediums. Quite surprised that. Quite surprised that a few drivers not gone for the hards to the end. Winnits is your new leader. Dan's is P2. Hasbro to P3, and Fusion Gamer finds himself P4. And then Bio Mighty Warrior, Joel Edge for Pole Ninja top 10. Right then, so safety car is in this lap. Mood watch. Actually, nobody in the top 10 on fresh tyres. So Vaughan is on the fresh tyres for 2 laps. I'm very surprised Winnets, Downs and Fusion Gamer didn't come in for the halves to the end. Because they will be pitting in about 5 laps time. Maybe stretch a little bit more now the safety cars come out. So here we go then. Resume the action when they cross the line on lap 13. It's not yet gone. And now he goes. The field is very much bunched up, and Hasbro making a move on Dan's man. He's got the inside line. Is he going to brake later? He's going to go for it, and he's up to P2, and now he can start down when it's P1. And looks like we have a spinner at the background. That is Matt Veg again. Oh no. 14 now. Holding past toes, a battle on. Bio and Joel also scrapping ahead. So they go side by side. Big Gamer. Where is he? He is. He's now a lot of position there, and he's got wing damage, not too short. Yes, he has. Fusion Gamer. Wing damage from contact with someone. So minutes from Hasbro Dansman. Tier 3 driver up in P3. Bio just behind these. Joel and the Mighty Warrior. Hard to tell who is actually in that E1 position. Well, Joel maybe had contact with Fusion Gamer. Joel coming in now. Williams, Oldie looking to attack Vaughn here, burning a lot of VRS. Goes to the inside to defend. Does so. Joel past you now. Fusion Gamer's gone for the softs, so he'll be pitting in about another 6 laps time. So front two, getting away. There's Dansman holding up the field. Bio managed to get past as well. So Bio close that gap. Two. Going a little bit wide there, would have definitely got a warning for that one. So DRS will be enabled this lap. See potential with Scotty going for a move on Lenny, is he? So yeah, drag race down, hit straight. Looks like Scotty will edge ahead, but Lenny brakes a bit later. Now has the inside line for turn 2. And hold on for P10. Racing there. And you can see in that position to Muddy Warrior. Medium runners now. Tyres will start to struggle a bit. See Bio closing that gap. Well, I did by about 2 tenths. Last time we checked in, Hasbro with DRS now. Fresher tyres. We might see a move there down the pit straight. That veg, despite spinning twice, is still closing the gap, so he's definitely got some pace here. Looks like he just got a bit unfortunate, so here we go in. Hasbro with the DRS can close enough to win it. Starting at the back of the grid. That was very close. Gets the move done before the corner. Nicely done from Hasbro. Now takes the lead of this race. Out here, Vaughn versus Oldie. Stay on the inside. Still side by side, a little bit of a bump there. Still side by side. Who's going to emerge ahead? It is Vaughn. Oldie wide. Good little scrap there. And continue up the hill in the next DRS zone. He's got a good run, but he's used all his DRS. Vaughn still with a half a tank. Poldy with the DRS. So the outside line. Vaughn defends. Poldy able to get a good run. A good little scrap between those two. Matt Fedge closing in on the pack all the time. When it's fallen off the pace now, his tyres maybe giving up. 16 lap hole now. When Muddy Warrior with the DRS not going to be close enough. Paulie. Battle continues. Just about run out of the DRS. It's a bit of a late move from Vaughan. So can't get any closer than that, and there's a good scrap. And this time Poldy comes out on top. He has finally passed Vaughan. So now it's DRS to fight back as Bio gets past Muddy Warrior ahead as well. That was a good scrap here, which I'm missing as well. Can't keep that one. Warrior comes out on top for that one. Two Ferraris in a good battle. So Bio not going to be close enough this time. Let's see. Vaughan. Close. It's a huge disadvantage over Poldy. And Toe going for the move on Scotty. Scotty holds down the inside. A bit of contact. And Toe will have to concede that position. And he'll get another chance. That finish 2 seconds away now from the pack. Muddy Warrior just about hanging in the DRS zone ahead. Yeah, defend from Byers as Poldy. Dan's man's coming into the pit, sorry. So again, Vaughan close this gap. Defends the inside line. Quite close enough to reach much of the DRS though. Conserving that, as Dan's man now goes to the hard tyres to the end now. Vaughan's got actually a good view of this battle ahead. Winnets will be the next one to pit, you would imagine. Matt Fetch will be looking to stretch his hards out and maybe go to softs for the final 8 laps or so. Muddy Warrior now closing in on Winnets, is very close this time. And actually Winnets now coming into the pit, so up to P2 now, Muddy Warrior, Bio in the podium places. Nice to see him not teleporting about this week in Azerbaijan. So go to hard tyres for Winnets. It's interesting to see what Matt Fish does, how long he goes on these hards. He's actually gaining all the time still. Still with the big ERS advantage, he looks like he's just saving it still. Poldy still pushing to stay ahead. Both had a great race. Paul as well. Scotty was at the back of a grid not long ago, but now he's up to P7. As Toe and Poldy are the first drivers to pick up a track limit penalty, 3 seconds. So Vaughan with the recharge ERS, nearly a full tank now. Let's see if he can go on the attack. Fusion Gamer next to pick up the penalty. Poldy goes into the pits. Quite a late move there into the pits. Hasbo and Muddy Warrior coming in the pits as well. So he's going to set mediums now till the end. Let's see how this pans out. Now he'll be racing these hard runners like Winnets as well. Winnets is not going to stop. Neither is Joel. He's actually going for a move here on Dance. P11. So Muddy Warrior out in P8. Ahead of Winnets actually, so bad gap to be fair. Hasbo as well. Mediums to the end, so actually Hasbo. It's hard to tell, there's so many different strategies going on. Who's actually the one with is Hasbo. Audi P10. So it's currently a Ferrari 1-2, Bio in the lead, Vaughan P2. And Paul on the back of these two Ferraris as well, and the DRS won't have a good race reserving tonight. So Bio comes to the pits now. As Paul might make a move here for the lead of the race, and Paul in the lead. Overtakes Vaughan. Matt Flesch up to P5 now after everyone has pit. Lap 20. 21, he's done no stops so far, the only man not to do so. Joel sits the fastest lap of the race, still P11. Involved in a little battle. They are in the DRS range of each other with a yellow flag at the back. That's Dan's man, I think, making a little mistake. She gave it back on the mediums. So Vaughan has he's recharged all his DRS now, but he's still in the DRS zone. Looks like he's just fallen off the pace a little bit, but I think he was just saving his ERS. Lenny has now come in for his pit stop. Looks like he's going to come behind this pack, who's might be a few moves here. Winnett's ahead of his train. Bio, Poldy on the attack. So Bio goes for the inside, gets the move done just before, and that's a big mistake there from Poldy. Oh, and it's caused Winnetts to spin as well. I don't know if he got on the curb too much on the exit, I'm not too sure, but definitely would have affected him. I talked that one up now. Bio disconnects from the session. He's in a very good position. Yeah, Poldy just breaking way too late there. Ruining his own race. Lenny on the softs. Saw Toe do about 10 laps on the softs. Didn't have much pace in the final few laps, but he can make the most out of these softs early on. It may pay off. So Vaughan looks like he's pushing now, burning some of that ERS. There in P3. Matt Fedge finds himself in P4. Safety car will be handy now as Muddy Warrior makes his way past Hasbro for the net P1 position. And okay, Poldy coming into pits to change his wing. And Bio, can he get back in before he loses too many positions? There we go, he's just joined the session. So only losing one position, but he has lost a fair amount of time. Lenny off the track here. Maybe contact Dan's man. There we go, Bio has now got back into his car. As Matt Veg being overtaken there by Muddy Warriors. It's hard start of the field as he just went a bit wider and picks up a penalty. Struggling to turn now. 22 laps on these hards. It's a good effort. And Winnetts is now out. So could the safety car come out for Matt Veg? It has. So perfect timing for Matt Veg. He's gone past the pits. I don't think he has. No, perfect timing for Matt Veg. Could end up coming out in a decent position. I think Joel will pit as well. He won't get rid of his hards. Sauce is definitely possible at the end. Will it be the best one though? Mediums will be the safest option. for Matt Veg, gone for the mediums. So have Joel. So this will rejig the order again. So Matt Veg comes out in P8 now. A good timing. A safety car for him. So, see these other leaders, Paul, Vaughan and Toe will probably come into bit. So Paul comes in, Vaughan and Toe as well. See what Muddy Warrior and Hasbro do. They're going to the end on these mediums. Hasbro copies that strategy, but it'll be able to close that gap back up now after disconnecting. But decides to come in and also Vaughan and gone for the sauce. So has Toe, so very interesting strategies going on. Scotty stays out of track position on those hard tyres. Toe comes out just in front of Scotty. So Matt Veg will have P7. And I don't know if it's a glitch or probably did a lot of qualifying laps, but it says his laps are 4 laps old, so that is not good. If I was by, I'd have stayed out on the mediums to the end. A few people going for softs. So it'll be very interesting to see now. Paul up to P3 now on those softs. Softs are only going to last about 5-6 laps, which will be just about enough, I reckon. I think the mediums will probably be a bit faster for the final 2 laps maybe. Let's see, pays off for Matt Veg and Joel. So here we go, safety car coming in this lap. Muddy Warrior is your race leader. pole sitter. But he's got a job on his hands. He's got Hasbo behind. He's got Paul, Vaughan, Toe, all on the softs. So gonna be a quick restart, I think. Sends him now. Hasbo already on the attack. So he goes straight line speed. He might go for the move early on into turn 1. Goes to the inside. And can't quite see, the thing is in the way. Let's get rid of that for a second. And there's been contact. They both go off. 2 leaders have made contact and both gone off. Ah, no, it's a Paul in the lead of this race. Both of those. There's a bit of lag involved as well, I think. It'll be interesting to see the point of views. Joel up to P5 now, Matt Veg up to P4. 2 leaders coming together, so Vaughan probably in the driver's seat now, being the tier 2 driver. Definitely has the pace to be tier 2, to be fair, but good to see him win this one. Toe as well, looking to go on to his 90th podium, which would be the 3rd best in the league. Also Toe, Matt Veg and Joel though all do have a penalty for Scotty even with a chance. And Tiff, see, Bio on the softs behind him. I don't know, I said the game glitched on him. And it looks like his tyres are very old according to that graphic. And then as well, to pick up a few positions. Here comes Polly down the inside of Dan's man, a little bit of contact. He is now up to P9. Shame about Hasbo and Muddy Boy. They'll be battling for the wooden spoon at least. They were battling for the win. Now they'll be battling for P12. That's actually coming up a lot worse. Going a bit wide once again. May give Joel a little look down the inside. So here comes Joel using the ERS. He's going to overtake Matt Veg for P4. They both do have a penalty. Scotty falling behind on those hard tyres, and then we've got Bio, Lenny, Polly Downs is a top 10 as things stand. Paul still in the lead of this race. Vaughan, I don't know if he's just lost his pace during this race. Just saving his ERS up. Polly on the back on Lenny. And Polly once again just blowing all his ERS early on. So I think the ERS will be enabled when they come round. We'll hold on for the last 3 laps as we have a spinner. That is Polly. Now outside the points. Fairly decent race until that mistake early on when he went into the back of Winnets. We'll come into the bits of Vaughan now in the lead of this race. He overtakes Paul into turn 1. Joel now joining the battle. Matt Veg not far behind. Toe. And Paul retires in pit lane, fair enough. So we can get past as well. Wants to hold on to this podium position. unless Bio can close that gap. Well, he's actually in the window of Matt Veg, and well, he's in the window of all of them. I think he's actually closing the gap now. So Bio is still on for a podium place. Ahead. Just run up over Matt Veg for the best view of this battle ahead. Joel trying to get past Toe. You can see Paul Reed take the lead of this race as well. Joel making the move on Toe, but he's going to run out of ERS up ahead. Paul, is he going to be close enough? He's going to go around the outside, is he? Joel making the move as well. Maybe a bit squeezed off track there. Toe will hold on just about as Scotty has spun off, unfortunately. Will be down to P10 as contact between Joel and Vaughan. Joel and Toe. Toe has gone round. So no podium from Toe now. Yeah, she's game gets past as well. We'll have to see what the stewards say about that one. Still Vaughan from Paul. John Matt, apparently some buyers still on course. Just about is he for a podium place. Lenny's on for a very good result if he keeps going. Paul not going to be close enough here, but Joel's making the move as well as he goes down the inside, makes a bit of a late dive but gets the move done cleanly enough. Good move in the end. Now up to P2, but I'm pretty sure Vaughan is not going to risk anything here. Might even just allow Joel to pass maybe. So that penalty will be costing Matt Veg. Spinning twice, he's on for a good result, and actually Bio falling off the pace now, so the podium place is certainly up for grabs. And you see these soft tyres do not last very long at all. Joel now with the more pace, and so has Matt Veg. So the last two laps he's lost will not be very good at all, and the medium's now come alive, so Joel going to make the move for the on-track lead on the final lap. All we need to do is just stay within that 3 seconds and not get a penalty. Paul still with no penalty, can he hold on? Looks like he will. Oh no, Bio has spun off, he's on for a good result, but now we're potentially on the P9. Scotty picks up a penalty as well, so as I said, Vaughan's got to stay within those 3 seconds. And Paul's looking for a very good podium here, and Matt Veg going to go for the on-track move. He is down the inside. A bit of contact on the exit, but that's fine. We're just going to stay with him now, so round into the final chicane. Joel is going to come through for the on-track victory. Has those penalties, and Vaughan is going to pick up his first win of the season in round 2. Veg got a podium on track, but will drop down to P4. Lenny for a very good P5 fusion game up. P6. Joe P7. P8 now. Tans man gets up to P6. Good result for him. So he would have been higher up. It's not made. Scotty is in the last point position, and then Mighty Warrior and Hasbro, who are battling for the lead. It's P11, 12. So there we go, there's your round 2 provisional results. We saw a bit of contact there late on, so Vaughan is your winner. That is definitely going to happen. Joel P2, Paul picks up a podium here in Tier 2. And Matt Veg, good result in the end, starting P17 on the grid. Lenny P5, Dan's P6, Fusion Gamer P7, Toe, Bio. Scotty is your top 10, and then Muddy Warrior and Hasbro are the last of your runners. Polly, Winnets, Podgy, Eric, Rhino, Killer Miller, and Finley DNS. Quite a few tonight. But tomorrow we'll be back at Tier 3 around Mexico. So we'll join you for that one tomorrow night. Thank you for watching, and good night.